Thank you for listening to this episode. We hope you enjoy it. If you're enjoying Pirate Living Podcast and all the content we bring to you each week, you can support us and buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/pirate living.
Other ways you can show your support as well: subscribe and follow Pirate Living Podcast, rate and review our show, and share this podcast with your friends.
You can find us on Instagram at Pirate Living Podcast to keep up with the latest episodes, awesome guests, and bonus clips.
Pop in and say hi. We love chatting with fellow pirates. You can also reach out to us to learn more about our individual and group coaching programs. And as usual, keep creating good trouble. And now, on to today's episode. Welcome to Pirate Living Podcast, where we highlight ordinary people living extraordinary lives. These are pirates who take small, bold actions daily to create social change. Pirate life is all about rebelling and breaking the rules for good. Creating lasting social change starts by first breaking our inner rules. After all, the hardest rules to break are your own. The pirates we highlight have dedicated themselves to creating good trouble.
Hi, and welcome to a very special holiday episode of Pirate Living Podcast. We have had so many amazing guests since the start of our podcast, and it's thanks to them and also you, our listeners, that we get to keep creating this podcast. So we thought it'd be a lot of fun to ask our guests to answer a couple of questions. And those questions were, what social rebellion will you be focusing on in 2023? And what advice would you give to our listeners to be more pirate in 2023? We sent out a message to previous guests asking them these questions and received back a number of great answers. So we took their answers, put them together for this very special episode. And now you get to sit back and enjoy all their answers as our guests. You know what?
Do you want to start
YouTube,
again?
you're welcome. Sit back and enjoy as our guests give you their answers to these questions.
Hi, my name is Caroline Nadine Helsing, and I'm the author of Unapologetic. Something unique about myself is that coffee makes me tired. I mean, it'll give me a bit of a rush, but then I notice I get a crash after. So usually what I'll do is I'll have a coffee drink that's our sugary drink at night because it's more of a dessert. And then people think I'm strange because they think I'm going to be up all night, but coffee makes me tired, so it works out. What social rebellion will I focus on in 2023? I will continue to push myself to do things that I don't think I can do, just to prove myself wrong. And the advice that I would give your listeners for 2023 is to do the same. Because, I don't know, otherwise if you don't, you get stagnant. So I say go after those dreams that are lurking in the back of your mind. And who knows, maybe, I don't know, what could happen, right? You might surprise yourself.
What's up? What's up? I'm excited. I am Sarah Malone, owner of Spark Fitness and Lifestyle Coaching and Spark The Secret Place. First of all, I just want to say thank you to the Pirate Living Podcast. Love you guys so much, both on a personal level and professional level, and just the theme of your show. I just have to say how much I appreciate what you guys are doing. On to the good stuff. Who am I? What is unique about me? Well, I am Sarah Malone. I am the owner and creator of Spark Fitness and Lifestyle Coaching and Spark The Secret Place. More importantly, I am a spiritual being sent from heaven, sent here to awaken the collective creation. And I'm doing that by leading and guiding and hopefully making an impact in some way towards people raising their vibration and bringing more of heaven to earth. That is who I truly am. Something that is unique about me is that My process of discovering my spiritual powers comes in the form of visions, most of which are prophetic. So that would be something that is unique about me. We all have many different powers. One of my superpowers is seeing visions that are given to me and then knowing how to interpret them and knowing how to bring that into the world, both in my own evolution and then other people's evolution as well. The social rebellion that I'm excited to be focusing on in 2023. Well, I am here to flip the tables. At this point in history, there is a lot of spirituality on the rise, some of it not so good, some of it darkness disguised as light. So my social rebellion is to call out the bullshit. And I know I'm going to get slayed and I'm going to get backlash and it's going to be hard, but my social rebellion is to call out the bullshit in the spiritual community and to really speak truth with a capital T, a hard truth to people who don't really want to hear it, but it's for their greater good. So I'm going to bring the sword of truth. My friend Rue calls me Sarah Malone, the motherfucking truth, and I am living up to that in 2023. That's the time. The advice that I would give to your listeners to live a more pirate life would be to listen to the call of your soul. Just listen to it and live into your truth and say no to obligations to others, to places, to stereotypes, to standards, to laws, to structures. Say no in order to say yes to yourself and to do the work. Do the internal work, do the hard part of the internal growth and healing work, because then and only then are you able to live your most authentic life. And then and only then will you actually become happy. So go against the grain. If something is popular, pause and realize that usually what is popular is not what is right. And at the very least, it's not what is right for you. That's the advice I would give to anyone. And if there's one way that I can say you could do this, it would be to begin a practice of meditation, quite simply and very easily. There are so many resources out there. I have my own guided meditations, but there are so many resources in order to learn how to start a meditative practice. But this is the start of you connecting with you and being able to hear yourself. Again, love you guys. Love this podcast. Love Pirate Living. And thank you so much for having me on your show. And thank you so much for this little piece to wrap up this beautiful 2022 as we head into 2023. Love you guys.
Yo, friends, lovers, strangers, pirates out there. My name is Mike the Schwartz, founder of Music Fit Collective and Music Fit Records. And something interesting about me is I tend to wear a lot of hats. All right. Most notably, the musician hat, artist, producer, and the coach hat. And for a long time in my life, I was balancing or harmonizing those two roles. And I always thought every musician needed a coach, help correct their oftentimes abysmal lifestyle choices. And then I turned the hat around like that. And then I became the musician for all of the coaches in order to help amplify the positive messages out there. And my goal for 2023 is to set the record straight, with Music Fit Records being the first label to really disrupt the entire music industry with positive messaging, frequency-minded music, and a whole shit ton of fun. Bringing the fun back to the music industry and unleashing rock stars. All right. And my best piece of advice for anybody out there looking to be more gangster pirate, like that guy, is to learn the rules in order to break them. Stay sweet, y'all.
Hi, I'm Kristen, and you may know me from every single episode of Pirate Living Podcast, but also more specifically episode 87, where Karan got to interview me and you learned a little bit more about my story. So yeah, something unique about me as well is that I have founded Language Ninjas and written several children's books. And my social rebellion that I'll be focusing on for 2023 is to continue in the process that I've started with Language Ninjas of giving tools to kids and parents to work on that or to learn more about how our words and our emotions and breath are all tied in and how we feel them in our bodies. Because once we start recognizing that our words, how they affect us within our bodies, we're able to feel our emotions more, and we're able to, when we can feel those emotions and we can change our words, we're able to start thinking about what we want to look like, what we want our world to look like, and create from there. And we can take charge of, take control of what our world looks like. We are the creators. So my social rebellion is to give those tools to start that creation and just have tools in order to be able to process and feel emotions and also have fun. So my advice that I would give to you, our listeners, on how to be more pirate in 2023 is to notice that breath and notice how you're breathing, how you're feeling. And then while you're doing that, paying attention to the words that are coming up as well, because those things all tie together. And it's funny how you can start feeling differently once you take notice of those. So my advice is to just take some moments, even if it's once a day, take a moment to pay attention to the emotions, your breath, and your words.
My name's Mike Bledsoe, and I'm really good at pattern recognition. And in 2023, I'm going to be launching howtoeatmushrooms.com, where we're going to be teaching people how to eat mushrooms and get the most out of their experience. Now, the advice that I have to give to you is to find the own medicine within yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Franziska Elmer and I'm a climate pirate. And in 2023 I will focus, like the last 2 years, on civil disobedience for climate change and helping Scientist Rebellion, the group I'm part of, to make these actions happen all over the world. How can you be more pirate? Don't be afraid. The book that made me more pirate is How to Be More Pirate, a really cool book that you should read if you haven't yet. And in that book, the thing that really got me was what is worth fighting for. And with fighting for, it means what is worth losing your friendships, potentially a job, etc. for. And reflecting on that, of course, there's not that many things you would want to lose these things for, but some things are so important that it actually doesn't matter if you would lose your job if you're fighting for them. And if you identify something in your life that is this important, then realizing that it is this important gives you this great power to actually speak up and do something about it, because you know that standing up for it is more important than the job you have right now or the friends you have right now, and that you will find another job or another friend, even if the ones you have right now don't stick with you, while you stick up for what is important. And this sounds super scary, but it really, really changed my life.
Howdy, me hearties. This is a special recording for my friends on the Pirate Living podcast, where I've had the privilege and beautiful experience to be a guest on. And I know these guys are so superb. They are trying to make this world a better place, one interview at a time. And this Christmas special, where we are celebrating all the guests that have appeared in Pirate Living, is no exception. Who am I? I'm Stefan Neff. I'm a consultant anesthetist in New Zealand. I am an author, well, best-selling author, I guess. I'm a speaker, a show host, and what is special about me? I bake a mean cheesecake. I'm also a man who wants to make this world a better place. And to do so, we have to start small. We have to start in our own circumstances, in our own little bubbles. For me, I thought, well, how can I leave a lasting impact in 2023 on a more regular basis? And as such, for my show, My Steps to Sobriety on YouTube and as a podcast, I have partnered up with B1G1, which is an agency that allows me to donate money to a cause of my choosing. And it is a very, very beautiful alignment with this enterprise, because I know exactly that every single cent that I donate will go to the cause or to the people I have chosen. So therefore, 2023 will start with a new impact, and it is beautiful. It is an absolute amazing experience to not just wait until financial wealth is there, but actually to make an impact right here, right now, because that is how we can change our world, our lives. We are here to make this a better place. And I think that is the biggest advice that I want you to have from me. Don't wait for one day to come, one day, someday. Well, these are days that never come. Right now, you're living in the present. Be an intentional pirate. Go out there and make this world your own. Go out there and just change the world. One little step at a time, one little action at a time. I know you can do it. You pirates out there, go out there and help me and help Pirate Living Podcast to just change this world. Look after yourself.
Hi, it's Coach Karan, or just Karan. I don't know why I say Coach Karan.
Laughing in yours.
Don't mind me. I'm so used to introducing myself as Coach Karan. Well, I am a coach, and my name is Karan, so I guess it fits. I want to thank you all, first of all, for listening throughout this year. We've had so many great episodes and so many great guests. And let's talk about 2023. So the social rebellion that I'm going to be focusing on for this next year is really about expansion of what I'm already doing. So I am working with the Mad Lab group. So this is the overall group that helps other gyms and other coaches within the Mad Lab community. As those of you that may have listened to an episode or two, I work at Mad Lab School of Fitness. And my project for this next year is expanding the nutrition coaching and expanding it and really bringing it to scale. So that's going to be my social rebellion, is teaching and guiding and helping other coaches do what I do, which I'm really excited about. Just kind of expanding that reach while I continue to work with my clients and create an impact on their health. So that's my big social rebellion for 2023, is creating that impact with the coaches out there in the world. So if you're a coach listening to this and you want to create more of an impact, or even just learn some more basic stuff about nutrition, hit me up and we can help you out. My advice to our listeners to be more pirate in 2023 is to make a commitment this year to try new things. So one of the coolest years I had was my, I can't remember what year it was, but my New Year's resolution that year, which I'm not actually a huge New Year's resolution person, because usually it's like make more money, lose weight, blah, and then it goes nowhere. But I really made an effort for that year to just try new things, to say yes and try new things. And some I liked, some I didn't like. And it really created a huge impact for that year. I mean, I went horseback riding for the first time. I took archery lessons. I tried steel mace. I became a steel mace coach. And it was all because I had made a purposefully dedicated myself to saying yes and trying new things that year. So schedule a new thing every month. Doesn't have to be anything huge. Doesn't have to be lessons or anything like that. It doesn't have to cost money, but just try new things. Try once a month, something new, and see how your year goes. And that's my advice.
Hello all, happy holidays. My name is Kayla and I'm excited to be back here sharing some words of wisdom as we wrap up another year and get ready for 2023. So fun fact about myself, I've been to 5 of the 7 continents. I've been to North and South America, Europe, Asia, and Africa. Up next, Australia and Antarctica. So my social rebellion for 2023 is to say no to the things that I don't really care about so I can say yes to the things that I do care about. Too often I find myself and other people agree to do things that we only are half into, and I want to be a full yes into everything that I do in the upcoming year. So that is my social rebellion for the year. I hope you guys join me. Say yes to what you really want to. Say no to the things that you are only half-hearted into. And what my advice is for the next year is to have more hobbies. Find more things that bring you joy, that bring you fulfillment, that really light you up. That's my goal for the upcoming year, is to do more things that bring me excitement and joy so I can say yes to them. I invite you guys to join me. Have a great, happy holiday season to all of you guys, and I'll see you in 2023.
Patty Zito in the house from Why Superstars. Why Superstars? Because you are. That thing, or my phrase here for our company, it's a question that people ask me all throughout my nonprofit experience. Patty, why on earth do you call these kids superstars? Because they are. Silly bunny. We all are. We all have a unique contribution to humanity. I am so passionate about that. You know why? Because for so long, I thought I had 0 talent because I couldn't sing. Oh, I can sing, right? And I'm so done with that negative self-talk, right? That we can play over and over. So I am very passionate about helping people find their spark, what gives them energy for their contribution. And it does come from that question and the movie. I mean, shout out to SNL actors and movies that could leave that could plant that seed. And that's what I want. That's what's pirate for me. I know it doesn't maybe sound pirate. The thing is, like, no one's talking about it in schools, and no one's talking about it in my family, in my circle. It's all about the grind and like wanting to like self-improve the whole time. How about leaning into that spark, into that strength, that God-given potential where you could flow with grace, right? Oh, flow. I love that word. So my intention, or the biggest advice I would give to whoever is listening right now, is that, like to really, let's start like pointing into our comparison, and then just like point right here to that heart, to that mind, to that spark, to that unique, that what's you, and say thank you, and say this is who I am, and be us, right? And I still, to this day, and this is going to be my advice for all of the time, and I don't have it with me. I created a journal, but it is that power of reflection, taking 2 steps back in order for us to set intention for our day. Not the whole year, not the whole quarter, not the whole month, for the day. Sure, it could start there, but set an intention by reflecting, by saying thank you to yourself. You know that Snoop Doggy Dogg, I want to thank me? Yeah. That's what's going to be Pirate for 2023 for the Y Superstars team and to whoever decides to listen. Okay, bye.
I'm Coach Clint, and I'm a performance mindset coach. I believe that youth sports should be fun to watch and make families stronger. And I do that by creating alignment between athletes, parents, and coaches. A piece of advice I give to all the athletes and parents that I work with is to be curious, to ask questions, to find out what your kids are working on, what the area of focus is, and then to find ways to be successful outside of just winning and losing. When that happens, magic things happen. Pressure gets relieved for the athletes, and sports become really fun to watch.
There's so much great advice here, along with some great pirate puns as well. To learn more about each of the pirates on this episode, check out the show notes to see the episodes that they were on. We hope that this episode fired you up and gave you some great ideas for creating your own social rebellion in 2023. We will be taking a break from posting new episodes for the holidays, and we'll come back early January 2023 with our same Tuesday schedule. But now, stay tuned. We have one more message from the lovely Laurel Erica to wrap up this episode.
Hello, everyone. This is Laurel Erica of Word Magic Global, wishing you happy holidays in the midst of a very chaotic world. So I want to share with you Speaking Beauty, an anthem for our era, so that all of us remember who we are and why we're here. We are godlings on this planet, here because we all pre-planned it. Ghastly, ghostly shadows, damn it, now's our chance to Superman it. Lift your voices, re-enchant it. Freedom's codes are all semantic. Though we're small and sometimes frantic, souls are whole and all gigantic. These may be our darkest hours, but each of us has superpowers. The infinite is infinite, which means we can turn on the light. All life's a dream and we're the dreamers, though hate streaming through the schemers, we're all here as world redeemers, beaming peace, we're love's supremers. So mages, sorceresses, sages, artists of all sorts and ages, share your gifts now, be courageous, daring actions are contagious. A diamond mind and heart of gold are gifts, the prophecies foretold for those uniting souls on earth by honoring each being's full worth. When we let go of againstness, we step into our immenseness, for the genesis of genius is the light we strike between us when we share the gifts with which we're blessed. To inspire higher consciousness. Then we'll gain what we've been dreaming of, the gift of everlasting love, the bliss of everlasting love, the kiss of everlasting love. May you be you to full in the new year and forevermore, with love. Thank you.
You know what?
Do you want to start
YouTube,
again?
you're welcome. I will, what I don't even remember what I just said in there. But I could
really
cut
good
this
until
part.
the last sentence.
I'm gonna just do the last sentence because I can cut things out too. So YouTube gets to see that I cut this. So we sent out a message to our previous guests. Like, I'm gonna start cracking myself up.
Hi, it's Coach Karan, or just Karan. I don't know why I said Coach Karan.
Laughing in yours.
Don't mind me. I'm so used to introducing myself as Coach Karan. Well, I am.
So the podcast, I can take myself out where I was laughing, but YouTube, I can't.
Perfect. It's fine.
So YouTube, you're getting some bloopers at the end of this holiday episode. You're welcome.
You're welcome. For the 3 YouTube watchers.
Thank you, YouTube watchers.
Thank you. Yes.